All right, I've been playing a little Gloomhaven. I've really only gone through the first scenario or the first game because I've been demoing it and trying to see who would want to play and put a campaign together. And finally, got the people together. But we weren't going to start for a couple weeks, so I was like, I was looking at the terrain you get, and such as that, which is the shelf, and I was like, it looks nice and everything, but I want the game to pop more. And since I had the time, I decided I was going to bling it out a little bit. So I've got this miniature here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to move him off to the side. He's just more to show you the scale of these objects. So the first thing is, this is the bookcase you would normally get, and this is the bookcase I'm going to use. So it kind of makes it pop a little bit more. Then you've got a shelf, and this is the shelf I'm going to use. And as far as cabinets go, I've got two choices on cabinets. This is the cabinet you would normally get in the game. And so I can do that cabinet or that little dinky one there. So, whichever I feel like at the time. Now, as far as doors go, I got 3 regular size and 1 double size. So that's the normal door. And then there's that one, which I may be able, I'm not going to have them in the hexes. And then there's that one. I may have to slide this guy over just a little bit to get the last one in there. So those are the 3 doors, single doors I'm going to use. And then as far as the double doors go, I'm going to use that one, which can be up there. And then the other side looks like this. Now this one's really easy. This one anybody can do. Just go out in your yard or whatever and find a stick that's about the right size and just cut it up to the correct size there, and that could be your log. The same thing with the stump. So this is your stump tile. Just cut it up and put it like that and put some flock around it, and then you've got your stump. Now poison gas, my little guy's starting to get out of the way here. There we go. So poison gas look like that. I'm going to use that. Sarcophagus, this is the one I'm having the most trouble with. That's the sarcophagus that comes in the game, and the ones that you could buy to paint and all that, I just haven't been happy with it. So I've had this one made out of paper or cardstock for quite a while, and I'll just stick with that one right now. So that's going to be the sarcophagus. A bush, a lot of these things are really easy because you go to the craft store or hobby store and find some material to use, and so that's going to be my bush. And then the rock column, which would normally look like that, I made one, and it's going to look like this. So that's my rock column. And I didn't make just one of these. It's like if there was like 6 of these in the 6 of these, and so I made 6 of those. I don't know how many I needed, so I just made how many ever was tiles of those. I made that many. Now this is the fountain. And this is the fountain I'm going to use. And one of the things I did was I still tried to make it look like the water's still kind of dripping out, and it's kind of yucky, icky water. So I glossed it up and made it kind of a brownish color that goes down into that. So that's the fountain. The crystal. And so I made that to replace the crystal. Then we've got the nest. And this is my nest. The only thing is I don't know what's in there, bugs or something. I don't know. So I don't know what that is in there, but I didn't put any of that. So I just got a nest that I made. Then we've got the totem, and I don't think this one's going to quite fit on the screen, but it's going to be like that. And it's double-sided. And the other part looks, it'll focus in. There we go. The other part looks like that. So that's my totem. Then we got the table with some chairs here. So that's the normal table and chairs. And I'm going to put that, I guess, right there. So that's my table. And then I found these awesome chairs that come with this table. Come with this table. So they're just more for aesthetics. But if you look, this does have some chairs on it. So I can just put these in here as needed, just for the look, to make the game a little more aesthetically pleasing. The next one is altars, and I've got several different types here. The normal altar would look like that. So I got kind of this Cthulhu one, and I tried to stain it to make it look like, you know, it's kind of corroded or it's been out for a long time. So there's that one. There's a kind of a regular altar. And some of these are actually shrines, but you know what, they look cool enough to, I'm going to call them an altar for the game. And this one, and this is one of those bones ones that even if you put it in hot water, straighten it out and put it in cold water, it still just seems to warp, so I'm not too happy with that one. And this came in a set of like some wizard stuff or whatever, and I was like, well, you know what, you could use that as an altar too if you wanted to, this little book stand, and say it's some type of spell book or something on there. Oh, don't fall. The thorn bushes look like that, so I'm gonna use those as thorns. Trees, they take up 3 hexes, and so what I did was I found some they were on clearance at Hobby Lobby. I got these trees like super cheap, so I've got my 3 trees there. Then I've got, let's see, here's the rock, or boulder I guess they call it, and so I've got my boulder here, or kind of like that. Now the thing is, because sometimes you have a 2 or 3 boulder one, so I've made several of these that if need be I can do like that. Or if I need a 3rd one, I've got enough. So I made enough of the boulders. Stalagmite, which looks like that. I just made this stalagmite. I don't know if there we go, and painted it up. So that's my stalagmite. Coins, so there's the 1 here, and that's the one thing it's just so dark, because sometimes if you're in the wrong place and looking at the map the wrong way, like looking at this, but you're kind of down, sometimes it gets lost in these dark areas and you just don't see it. So what I did was, I'm going to replace it with a metal coin, and then the 5 coin, which looks like that one, I'm just going to replace it with a gold coin. So those are easy, but I think they got some heft to them. I like them. Stone column, and so I'm going to use those as stone columns. Treasure chest. If you find a old board game or something that's got treasure chests in it, 3D, paint them up, boom, there's your treasure chest. Rubble. Now this one's kind of, did I really need to do this one? You know, rubble. But I decided I wanted to make it pop a little bit more than what was shown there, so I made that one. Then we got the crate, and there's my crate. Barrel, and I got the choice, do I want to put the barrel like this, or I can lay it down like that, and if it starts rolling on the table some, I could just get some of that poster putty and putty it down on the tile, and it won't hurt anything. And final one, it looks like, is the stairs. So here's the normal stairs, which only takes up 1 hex. So trying to make 3-dimensional stairs taking up 1 hex, not that easy. It's not going to be to scale. So I got this one. It looks like a spiral staircase. I know it's not to scale as far as your miniatures go. It's like, wow, those are tiny steps. But, you know, it's a good representation of stairs. So that's what I've done so far to, I want to put it in quotes, bling out my Gloomhaven. So, hope you enjoyed this. Hope it gives you some inspiration to try some of these things, because some of these are really super cheap. I mean, I got this at the dollar store and just put some wetted down Elmer's glue, you know, so it's real runny, molded it, and just let it dry. I mean, that's how easy it is, and I have this kind of as the size reference I need to get the correct size. And, of course, stuff like that. I mean, some of this stuff this is just cotton ball that I put the wetted down glue on and then just painted it. So there's several options you could do besides just buying, I mean, like this kind of stuff. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed it.